Hi, this is Griffin with Huisen Furniture. Today we're going to be making the Home Trends 5-shelf bookcase. This is the dark oak finish, and this unit can only be found in Canada, so on walmart.ca or Walmart stores in Canada, and it will only ship to you in Canada. Before we start, you want to make sure that none of your panels have any damage and they have all of your hardware. If you have any issues, you can call the number on the front of the manual and we'll get you taken care of. If everything is in order, then we can begin assembly. In step 1, you're going to want to grab your B, E, F, and G panels and 17 cam bolts. Then you're going to want to screw the cam bolts into all of the pre-drilled holes. So on this B panel, there's these 4 outer pre-drilled holes, and they're the smaller of the pair, of each pair. Next, you can grab your E panel, and here you're going to screw it into the 4 pre-drilled holes, here, 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 and here. Next, we can grab our F panel. This is the same as the E panel. You got 4 pre-drilled holes, or 5 pre-drilled holes here, 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 and here. Okay, then our G panel, there's 3 pre-drilled holes here, here, and here. They're on the outside of these 2 larger holes, and 1 in the middle. So in step 2, you're going to want to grab your H, I, and 2 L panels and 10 more cam bolts. We can start with these L panels. You're going to want to insert cam bolts into the 3 pre-drilled holes on each. 1, 2, 3. After you've done that on both of your L panels, you can then grab your I panel, and using 2 cam bolts, just screw it in right here and right here. Okay, then grab your H panel, and right here and right here. For step 3, grab your J, K, and 2 M panels, and 10 more cam bolts. Starting with the M panels, you're going to use the 3 pre-drilled holes to screw in these 3 cam bolts. Okay, now on your K panel, these 2 cam bolts are going to go into these pre-drilled holes right here and right here. And the same for the J panel. In step 4, you're going to want to grab your 3 C panels and your 3 D panels, 9 cam bolts, and 6 wooden dowel pieces. We can start with these C panels. So you're going to want to put 2 wood dowel pieces into each C panel into these inner pre-drilled holes. So as you can see, there's a cam lock hole, so you want to be inside of it. This other side, cam lock hole, inside of it, and those pre-drilled holes. Now you're going to want to grab your D panels and screw 3 cam bolts into each panel in the 1, 2, 3 pre-drilled holes. For step 9, you're going to want to keep your C and D panels out and grab 9 cam locks. So to start, you can grab 3 cam locks and insert them into the C panel into the pre-drilled holes. We want those plus and minuses on the cam locks facing outwards towards the outer edge where these pre-drilled holes are on the panel. So plus and minus, I have them facing that direction. Then you can grab a D panel and slide the cam locks or cam bolts into the cam locks, and then tighten each cam lock by turning clockwise. Repeat that 2 more times. In step 6, you're going to want to grab your A1 panel, flip it over to where you see this singular pre-drilled hole. Then grab your safety strap kit. This will be important to keep the unit from falling over when completely built. So you're going to want to grab the little screw and one washer. Put the washer over the screw. Put the screw through one end of the safety strap, or start it, and then simply screw the screw into that pre-drilled hole. This safety strap coming off the end of the panel. In step 7, you're going to want to grab your H, A1, and I panels, 4 cam locks. Insert 4 cam locks into each of these on the A1 panel, these pre-drilled holes right here. And you want those plus and minuses facing towards the H and I panels. So on this side facing towards the H panel, and on this side facing towards the I panel. Next, face up this A1 panel so that the safety strap is on top and in the back. Then on the left side or right side, whatever your right side, attach the H1 panel by inserting the cam bolts into the cam locks, and then tighten those cam locks down by turning clockwise. Then do the same with the I panel. In step 8, you're going to want to grab your B panel. Position it so that the cam bolts are facing outwards towards the front. Then line up your H and I panels to the B panel and secure it with 4 screws. Also, you want to make sure that the cam lock holes on the B panel are on the bottom. This unfinished side is facing up. So for step 9, you're going to want to grab your K, J, and A panel. You can start by inserting the cam locks into these 4 pre-drilled holes, those plus and minuses facing out. Then position your A panel up so that the empty cam lock holes are on the bottom and on this side. Then attach your K panel. Secure by turning these cam locks clockwise. Then attach your J panel and turn the cam locks clockwise. So for step 10, you're going to want to align this assembly to this assembly. Then grab 4 cam locks and insert them into these 4 pre-drilled holes with the cam locks facing towards this other assembly. So those plus and minuses facing this way. Then secure all 4 cam locks. So for step 11, you're going to want to nail down your O panel and your N panel. First, start with the O panel. You want to line it up so that all of these pre-drilled holes are in the middle of these wood panels, And whenever you're nailing it in, make sure you're nailing it in to the middle of these edges. Now I like to start nailing on this corner and then move over to this corner so that the panel's not sliding around. Once you have this complete, then we can move on to the end panel. So once you've nailed the O panel on this edge, and this edge, we can then overlap it with this end panel. And then we will only have to nail one time on this edge. Okay, to recap step 11, first you want to nail your O panel on this edge, and this edge. Then nail your end panel on this edge, and this edge. And then nail both panels down on this edge. For step 12, gently roll your unit over. It can be helpful to have two people to do this. Next, you want to grab 14 wooden dowel pieces and insert them in to all of the pre-drilled holes. So you want to insert wooden dowel pieces here, 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 and then here and here. For step 13, first grab 11 cam locks. Then on this bigger section, insert the cam locks with their plus and minuses facing up. Next, you're going to want to grab your E panel and two L panels. Starting with your E panel, insert it onto the top of the unit. Then you will want to tighten down all of those cam locks that it inserted into. You should have tightened 5 cam locks. Now, insert an L panel onto one side of the unit. Then tighten down those cam locks. You should have tightened 3 cam locks. Repeat this on the other side. Step 14, you're going to want to grab 14 cam locks. Insert them into this section of the assembly with the plus and minuses facing upwards. There will also be cam lock slots on this bottom side of the assembly. Next, grab your G panel and attach it to this middle section right here and tighten down all the cam locks that feeds into. It should be 3 cam locks. Next, grab your 2 M panels and attach them to the sides and secure. 3 cam locks. Repeat this on the opposite side with your other M panel. Then attach your F panel to the assembly. And secure the cam locks. Should be 5 cam locks secured. Next, on this bottom side of the panel, hammer in these floor protectors. Mine came with them already attached. So for step 16, go ahead and grab your 12 shelf supports. You can then insert 4 supports at each level that you want a shelf. I'm going to do them simply in the middle level. So I did the 4 right here, that'll be 1 shelf, then down here. Okay, now that you have added 4 supports for each level, you can then add a shelf. Okay, there we go. Kind of just have to angle it around to get it in there. There we go. Now repeat what I just did on this bottom level for the third shelf. For step 17, grab your 25 caps and simply cover all of the cam locks in the bookcase. In step 18, we're going to want to use the safety strap on the back of the unit on the top up there and attach it to a wall. This is very important because if a child were to knock this over, it could easily fall on them. So you want to make sure that this is attached to a wall, as well as nailing in this back paneling, as it provides a lot more sturdiness to the unit.